What up, fish people? Kenny E and the lovely Danny E here for another Sunday night of shenanigans. And let me tell you, we thought it was going to be some. Danny and I got home with the boat at like 20 minutes till. Had to say goodbye to our guest, get the boat in the garage, hose it down before we took it to the garage, unhook everything, get everything where it belongs, and still made it to the stream with 5 minutes to spare. So we was cruising, man.
Yeah, but had a fabulous day on the water.
Yes, it was amazing. So let me run through the hellos. Mr. Chu, welcome. Patty Beta Gal Aquatics. That tank looked amazing, Patty. Congrats on your new tank that you set up. Craig Catfish Cave, always a pleasure to see you. Hey, Dell, Curiosity of Collaboration of Curiosities, welcome. Night Owl Aquatics, welcome. Atkins Nature Aquariums, always good to see you, Ian. And Mr. Lando, welcome everybody to the stream. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So, Danny, tell them about the day. I know I cut you off.
No, you're fine. So we took my cousin, John, and his son Jake out fishing today on the Willamette River, and we caught many bass, smallmouth bass. Did not catch any walleye. The only other fish we caught was one squawfish, and but we had a great time on the water. It was just, and then we took like a little lunch break, and I walked up 2 blocks from where we put the boat in and out, and walked up 2 blocks, got us all tacos, walked back down to the dock. Everybody really enjoyed the tacos, and we went back out, and then we took a just kind of a fun ride through downtown Portland on the river and just enjoyed the water and the breeze and just looking at all the buildings on either side of the river down there. I mean, it was pretty spectacular. And we went further down the river than we have ever been before. So that was really fun.
Yeah, we had a blast. I'm kind of bummed we didn't get walleye, but I think it's getting late in the year. The walleye team tend to slow down for us in the Pacific Northwest this time of year. So it is what it is. A day on the water is better than any day at work. So, and I
Yeah.
got some sun today, man. There was a lot of sun. Merrick Town Shack, welcome. Mr. Whip, good to see you, sir. John McKenzie, always a pleasure. New local Austin, welcome. Dennis Christensen, good to see you. Podrick, good to see you. And there's my brother Mike, the homeless camps along Ten Banks.
The banks. There really weren't any. There
Mike,
were
I
not
I
many.
will honestly say I think they're cleaning it up down there finally.
Yeah.
We didn't see much of anything.
Yeah. I think we saw only a couple of tents and a
Le-
couple of the homeless boats.
Lisa NJ, welcome to the stream. But
Thank you. It was awesome. It was amazingly awesome. It's so fun to kind of go under all those really big bridges because we are the city of bridges. There's got to be what, about 7 bridges?
7 to 10.
Yeah. And so there's all these bridges and they each have a different structure and they each look very different from the others. And that was just it was really fun.
But I assure you that Danny and I are not long for this world after this stream.
Well, I'm gonna have to cook us some dinner, but other than that,
We are wiped, kaput.
I keep hoping that we're gonna catch a salmon and that I'll be able to have salmon for dinner, but so far that has not happened.
Excuse me, but I had one on today.
A salmon?
That that one, where were we at? When we first got in that spot along in Portland there where I wanted to try along that island. Remember I had one on?
Oh yeah, it was a little one, but
Little
yes,
guy, but
yeah,
would have ate good.
yeah.
And
Darn it!
I wouldn't have had to tag that one.
What? Because
Okay.
he was undersized?
He was what would have been considered a jack.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my feet are like
And be very thankful that you're not anywhere in the same room.
My feet don't stink like that anymore. Oh, there's Oinky. What's going on, Oinky? Good to see you. Ah, he's kind of special in our world too, there, Oinky.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain to us how cool he is. We know. But from what he says, you're quite cool chick too. So
Yeah. I think it's a
there's
mutual
Mr.
thing.
Melvin. What's going on, brother?
Mike, your brother says you can come have some of this food that your nephew is refusing to eat.
There's Mr. Roland. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah. That was really fun. And I got to spend some time with Jake, and I literally never get to spend time with Jake. So
He's
that
a.
was really fun.
I mean, he is a neat kid. He really
He
is.
really is. Yeah.
Very, very, very polite. Just a
Yeah.
nice kid.
And he's really got some goals. He loves
Now,
building cars and stuff.
keep in mind, Danny and I have not seen this kid in 2 years. So
Yeah.
when we last saw him, he looked like a little boy still. Now he looks
Yeah.
like a little man.
Mike says Jake from State Farm.
What's up, Nathan? Good to see you, my friend.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, nothing on the walleye front, but we've been doing some rearranging of some fish and some tanks. I think it was Friday night. Ken was right before his football stream. He was transferring fish out of one tank and putting them in the 300
Well,
gallon
let's
downstairs.
tell him how it really was. It was Oscars. You don't move Oscars 10 minutes before stream. Because, I mean, I look like I had a shower, man. I'm
He
coming on the
was
stream,
wet.
water dripping down my face. I mean, it was bad. But the Vieja in there was just being ridiculously aggressive with him. And the poor female Oscar, the little Bronzy, was just getting pummeled. And she wasn't having a quality life. She had to stay up in a corner her whole life. So I got tired of seeing it. So I got a wild hair in my butt, grabbed both of the Oscars out, threw them in the 300. And then while I was at it, I had another poor fish. One of the Borlei was being pummeled by his tank mate. So I snatched him up and put him in the same 300. And I'm happy to say that everybody is happy-go-lucky now in their new arrangement.
And these guys are finally starting to feel better. So I'm super excited about that.
She did have one decide to commit suicide, bashed his little head in to the tank the other day. It's the only thing I will tell you about Ultims that are notorious for any bigger angel, they get spooked and smack the glass. And we lost two beautiful Scalaris angels. I mean, these things were tall, beautiful. I mean, beautiful angelfish. And it's because when I did the transfer and took all the Africans out of the tanks in the wall back here, I had Oscars put in the tank on the right. Well, the Angels had never seen those Oscars before, and when they came blazing up to the front of the glass, they freaked out, ran away from them, and boom, boom. That's all I heard was boom, boom. And both of them just destroyed themselves. Skipper, what's going on, brother? Good to see you.
So, to prevent that in the future, I put a solid wall of blue on their tank on the side that's next to the Oscar tank so they can't see the Oscars.
Craziness.
But I did rescape that tank a little bit this week. Ken was kind enough to give me one of my big wood pieces that we had gotten, and we put it into our Congo Tetra tank, and then and it looks a lot better.
This is the only thing. It's sad today. Is it looks like our tanks are going to do a day of fasting.
Because we're out on the boat all day.
Yeah, we didn't expect to be out there that long, but it's good to give them a fasting day once in a while. As Father Fish says, you're killing your fish if you feed them more than once a month. I don't buy that theory, by the way.
Oh, good, Nathan. So Nathan Hovey said, Kenny, Danny, so from the last lives I've seen an eye doctor and my eyes are doing way better. I'd say 95% healed up.
Excellent.
That
That's
is
good to hear.
great to hear.
Silver Creek, what's going on, brother? My name is Pedro. I am a fishaholic. Vote for Pedro.
Welcome, Pedro.
Oh, now we got a celebrity in here. Sup,
Oh.
Chris Pete? What's going on, Chris? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing
Yes.
well in that great Canadian. I imagine you're starting to get cold already.
Yeah. What's the weather been like up there?
I imagine it's got to be starting to get cold by now.
I know it. I know it.
What's
So-
up, Ed?
So I was really tickled that Ken gave me my big log back for that one tank. It totally changed the looks of the whole tank. That tank had been bothering
Yes,
me.
Ed, I do know the outcome, but I will not ruin it for you. But all I can say is skull.
Yep. So and then I landscaped or kind of did some grooming, pulling, and trimming of the tank behind Ken. And then I ended up putting another piece of wood in the bowl next to Ken. Now there's actually pieces sticking up out of the top of the bowl. And
See, she's got some manzanitas sticking up.
it's
the
not
bowl.
manzanita.
Well, whatever it is. The
It's-
twiggy looking stuff.
It's the kind of wood that I got from Redfish Bluefish.
And I've renamed this bowl the Roxanne Bowl because 90% of what's in here is all from Roxanne. Those are her Blue Dream shrimp. Those are her CPDs. And those are her
Kubatai.
Kubatai Rasbora. And this tank is really neat. This is one of my favorite things in the house, actually. I'd actually like to get a couple more of these bowls. They're quite addicting.
Except that would add some more smaller tanks to our things, and we're not doing that.
Hush the mouth, the blasphemy.
Thank you, COC. That bowl is so nice. Hove the Aquatics, hello.
Hold on. I got to give a yeehaw. We got Catfish Terry in here tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Terry, I hope
Hello,
you're doing
Terry.
good, buddy. I miss you so much, man. You
Seriously.
keep streaming like hours before I get up in the morning. So I keep telling my wife I check every morning when I get up too early because there are times I get up at 4 a.m.
Just add one Parachromis baby to solve all those bowl problems.
Chris, I hate to say it, man. You're going to have to check my cichlid card because after this year we've had with cichlids, I'm telling you, when they all start to die off, I don't see me replacing them, brother.
And a Parachromis would last about 2 seconds in that bowl anyway because it'd be so big.
Yeah, his tail would be flopping out the top.
Besides, why would you want to damage the looks of that beautiful bowl? You see how crystal clear it is? I spent some time on the tanks in that room.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. Can you guys do this in your bowl?
Whatever.
I mean, good stuff.
Whatever. You know.
Sunfish for fish. Good to see you. Hey, buddy, I've been loving that pond live stream you've been doing. Those are cool. He's got a pond full of bluegill, and I love it.
Yeah. So now we need to get some fish for the tank behind Kenny. Yeah.
And we know what we want for the rainbows for this tank. They are going to be probably albino millennial rainbows. Millennial, same thing. Uh-oh, passing wind in the house. What's going on, passing wind?
So Oinkmaster Supreme is asking a fishy type question. Says, hang on, let me put this up here. Is there any aquatic plants you've kept that you've been just too much aggravation to keep them again. I'm getting there with hornwort. What a messy plant. Yes. Hornwort, if it's not super healthy and thriving, it is shedding all those needles, and they're really hard to get up with a gravel vac or anything else. They are horrific. I do have hornwort in some tanks though, because when it's good, it's really good, and the fish and the babies just thrive up in there. So it is a messy plant, but if it's doing well, it's not too bad and it's great.
Skulls and a doo-doo.
One of my favorites, though, that doesn't make a mess is Elodia. Sorry. It's
Sorry.
Elodia.
I told her not to hit the pipe before we started the stream, but
I don't do the pipe, dear. Blasphemy.
But I was last weekend was great. I didn't go to that event. However, we were able to go and meet Bentley and all them for lunch. And then on Monday, poor Luke's, nobody from the club that put on the event bothered to take care of the San Francisco, the guys up for Sacramento Club for one extra day. Like when that happened with Lucas, I took the day off work and I ran him down to the beach and figured I'd make it worth his while, But oh my God, is this all my past buddies?
Oh my goodness,
Scotty, I miss you, brother. Dang it. Anyway, y'all know who King and Queen Cichlids is, Mr. Scotty McLaughlin himself. Hope you're doing well, sir. Now, you guys, he may have not been in part of the fish business anymore, but you guys better go over and check out his photography. He does some amazing work. I look at it just about every day. Hope you are well, sir. I do miss the fish head, Scott. I'll just throw it out there. I used to have so much fun on that fish heads. Oh, speak of the devil. Luke Wang. What's going on? Yeah, I got to spend the evening with Luke. We went out to dinner, got to hang out with him. He left me an amazing present on his way out. He knows what it is. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, we had a great time.
So Scott says, LOL. Some PG rated photos, LOL.
Scott, I'm going to tell you right now, if my Danny saw me taking pictures like that, she'd probably have my skin sometimes. I will admit some of those pictures, I'm like, whoa. But hey, man, if it makes you happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got to give yourself some credit too, Scott. I've seen some of your nature pictures and some of your other photography. So,
yeah, fun. So we got a bunch of tanks getting ready to clear out. Ken put an ad in the paper this week about getting rid of a bunch of the smaller tanks.
I've gotten a few calls, but I should probably learn when you're going to do something. You should probably plan on a weekend you're going to be home. It sucks when you're getting calls. You're like, you know what? I'm out fishing, and I'm probably not going to be available for at least 3 more days, if that's cool with you. But the thing is, when people want a fish deal, man, they'll do anything. They're like, yeah, that's great, man. Just call me. I'll come over whenever. So anyway, I got a guy that wants to come by, and he's going to put an X on the tanks he wants. I'm going to shoot him a price, and depending if he takes livestock at all, that'd probably make it easier, but I know he's not going to.
Yeah. Luke Wang says, well, if you say it's a gift from me, they all know it's some type of plant.
Oh, yeah. Scott, the guy flipping you crap at Estelle is my brother. So that's probably why he's giving you some.
Yep. So
nice. He's got that ought to be funny because I know there's a lot of bloopers that we did in that show. Excellent, dude. I can't wait for that.
That's funny. Very cool. So yeah, so things are actually happening at the Daniken house, and
Starting to
we're
get a lot
very
of fish are
excited.
breeding now. Different species of we haven't had in the past. We got what do we got this week? Let's see.
My baby Mallory's.
Yes, the baby Mallories, more peacock or peacock, banded gudgeons,
Yeah,
more L333s, more longfin albinos. What else bred this week? We had a ton. I know I'm
okay.
missing some.
Yeah. I think we figured out that the longfin paleotatus behind you have been breeding because
Yes.
there's some babies that have been
Yeah,
coming
and
out.
and we got like 5 to 10 more than we started with. So I mean they're loving this mess behind me. I mean it's
Well, and I was surprised, even with the CPDs and the Kubatais in the bowl next to Ken, there's baby shrimplets in there that are doing great. I saw
but I mean this
several
tank from here down is all weed and we're not
playing.
weed. It's plants. It's all so there's like a little canopy here that they can go down in, hide from everything. I'm more concerned. I could care less about the fish getting them. I'd be more concerned about the two ginormous amano shrimp in here getting them. Is what I'd be
They
more.
are so good. I've seen them. They're in there, and there's baby shrimplets. So, you know,
Oh, speaking of which, it's not very often that I see one of those suckers. I'm gonna take a short of this guy.
what?
One of your amanos is just like chilling on this leaf right now. It's so rare that we get to see these guys.
I was watching them yeah, it was yesterday. I was cleaning those tanks. Or
So
Friday. I take it back. It was Friday. Friday evening I was over there just cleaning tanks. We grow underwater, kind of. It's called Swasser Tang. Oh my goodness.
I'll turn off the music now. I just had to find the
So I
perfect.
guess you guys are going to get a short while we're streaming live because there's an Amano shrimp that has made an appearance.
But can I get a? There's so much other craziness in here. Getting this camera to do what it's supposed to do is the other thing.
Yeah, that's the thing about that particular uh
If you have a
beautiful.
if you have an animal in the back, you're screwed.
Yeah.
But can I get another view of him that I can get a clear shot? Is the question of the day. Oh, you're in just. What are you doing, dude? He is just like chilling back there like a villain. No, I don't want the CPD. I want the fish behind you. Okay.
He's getting
Well,
photo bombs.
it's a good shot of the CPDs though. I'm going to take that instead. Oh, wow. Roxanne, if you're in here, wait till you see what your babies are looking like tonight. Wow, these guys.
Hi George RB3. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having fun.
Okay, I got to start over because the darn thing was on 60 seconds. I don't like 60 seconds.
So Scott said, "Love you guys. Seeing fish tanks is tough for me sometimes. I'll let you know when fish have blooper reel drops. Keep marching forward, Kenny. We need at Daniken Aquatics."
I love you
Thank
too,
you,
brother.
Scott.
And Scott, one tank is not a problem.
Yeah. He's one of those people that knows, though.
Yes, he knows one tank is how it began. Me and Danny started back on fish with one tank. Now we're 83 deep or 84 deep, and
Yes, Dragon Lair, I now see your comment. I'm gonna pester Danny till I get Alterms from her. Well, I need to breed them.
we do think we need to breed those, but we keep screwing it up.
Yeah, that's true. Ian, the life of a fish tuber. Yes, Kenny in his shorts during a live stream.
I'm sorry, guys, but you have to understand when you have a bunch of tanks, when you see a fish that you haven't seen or an animal that you haven't seen in a while, it's like you got to shoot that while the opportunity's there, man. Because it might be 6 months before you get the right opportunity again. And even though I did this, he's not in a good spot where I can take a nice clear video. But then I noticed that these guys are looking good. So
Your brother Mike is so funny. He says, then they cut a hole in the wall to have wall tanks, and then they kicked out the kids so they had more room for fish. Well, you're not exactly wrong.
no, Mike, the kids moved out and we just gave them where they can't come back. That's what we did.
No.
We just made it so they can't come back.
Yep, we did. Cut a hole in the wall. Hello, Jeff Kane.
What's up, Jeff? George RB3, good to see you.
Oh my goodness. We sure did cut a hole in the wall. That was fun.
Okay, where'd you go, CPDs? Now you're out of there because I got everything right. Oh, foot. Okay, now I'm trying to get the CPDs, and now Blue Dream Shrimp are photobombing me.
The Blue Dream Shrimp are always photobombing in that particular tank. Oh my goodness. Kenneth, you need to stop. Jeff Kane wants to know, is Peplin still watching football?
Oh, give me a break. You know he is. This is the first Sunday in probably 4 weeks I have not watched football.
True. Gina's Reef. Hello, hello, hello.
Gina, always good to see you, sister.
Yeah. So thirsty. Sorry, my throat is parched. That's why I keep coughing. I don't know. I have talked more in the last week. So I can finally say, for real, I got a promotion at work. I start my new job tomorrow. Ken doesn't have to be quiet anymore.
So, yes, she got herself a promotion.
Yep.
So, pretty soon, Kenny E's going to be retired and do nothing but fish here soon. It won't be for the next 6 years, though. We got a Lexus to pay for. So, I got to work for at least 6 more years.
Yeah. But really, it wasn't any more expensive than the other cars I've been looking at. I was wanting a Ford Escape. So,
but the Ford dealers right now are out of their minds.
And they don't have any stock in. We went to 2 different dealerships and they had zero.
They got addendums on them for $1,500 over MSRP and $2,000. And we saw one, and then the other one was like $990. We go to Lexus. Didn't even have to argue with them for hours. They gave me $3,500 off of MSRP.
With us, didn't even ask for it, and they gave it to us. So that was nice.
And my wife will tell you, I mean, Lexus, I was prepared to pay MSRP because I thought that was the market.
Yeah.
But getting it for under, I was pretty happy.
Yeah. Yeah. That log behind your shoulder looks really cool in the tank behind you. Yeah. It's really cool.
Yep. So Danny pillaged my tanks. So now I got to figure out how to rescape my tanks.
I did not pillage.
Pillaged them. They're completely pillaged. Picked to the bone.
We do need some bigger statement pieces of wood. That's a conclusion I have come to.
We kind of looked at, they're not cheap anymore, Mike. I don't know what you've been looking at, brother. Hyundais and Kias are not cheap. But the reason I didn't want either of those cars, Hyundai and Kia are the number one cars stolen in our area now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that they figured out how to bypass the Kia's anti-theft systems or what, but they're one of the biggest stolen vehicles in our area.
Yeah, Dragonlair says, you got that right, Ken. Looked at F-150 with a friend, and they wanted $87,000 for a stripped-down version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to try to make my truck last a little longer because I went out pricing for a truck like mine. I'm closing in on that 95 to 100 range, and I just can't see me spending that for. I don't know though. This one is still doing great. It's almost at 100K. I could probably go another 50 to 75,000 easy.
Your brother says, we all know Kenny needs a new statement piece of wood.
Mike, let me explain something. Okay. We don't even want to go there. And he's just jealous because the last time he wanted to spire with me, his wood got damaged.
So Lisa says, hey, y'all, I'm so excited. My oldest son and his band just got a gold record single award from Spotify, 2 million views in 24 hours.
Who's this?
That is awesome. Lisa NJ's oldest son.
Nice.
And his band. That is fabulous. Congratulations with that. What? Yeah, Whisworld. What's the name of the band?
Whoop whoop.
She said 9 Dead. He's on YouTube too.
Well, Danny, you know how. Let's take a look at this. I will see. Now this could end badly though if I'm in charge of something. But
you don't want to get a copyright strike.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Which you may already have from trying to do a short.
No, you're allowed. That's why it's a short. And why you think they're in the shorts videos?
No. Mm-hmm.
Now she's got me curious.
Oh my gosh. You're such a liar, Mike. He says he got his butt kicked, and 30 minutes later, while I was walking over him to grab a cookie, he grabbed my nuts and picks me up. Totally fair, right? That is not the way I remember that going down.
Oh, now, okay, time to behave, Mike. Aunt Donna's here, so we got to behave now. I told you not to grab mine, Mike. You shouldn't have done that. That was very rude of you.
What? What are you talking about?
When Mike did that to me. I'm an angel. Aunt Donna already knows I'm an angel. So she knows Mike's the troublemaker. Aunt Donna, Anna Steely or whatever that name is up there is your... That is the evil child, Michael. Your other nephew. Yeah.
Mike says, was I sober? Whoops World, I love it dark and heavy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Donna's like, oh, it's getting deep.
Oh my goodness. Aquatic Garden Zen. Good to see you, man.
Oh, good. Lisa put in the link for the band, so you guys can.
So you guys can come back to the stream and go and check out Lisa NJ's band.
Yeah.
Her son's band. And see if we can't get him to 3 million views.
So Aqua Garden Zen. Hello. Got done with water changes, feeding the critters, aquatics, and all that is left is watering all the house plants. Nice. You know, my house plants get watered. That's the one thing they don't lack.
Speaking of which, have you been taking care of all the ones that are supposed to be going?
Kenneth. Aren't they looking beautiful?
I haven't seen them. I noticed that. Well, what was a ginormous box when we started? I noticed there's one little box now.
2 plants died. All the rest are doing well.
I'm just showing you. I pay attention.
Obviously not. You're asking me how they're doing. Estenial says, "Are you in more than one place now?" I don't see Donna.
Donna always comes in
Oh,
through Facebook. Yes, we
yes.
dual stream YouTube and Facebook at the same time, Mike.
And basically because of his Aunt Donna.
Yep. Facebook is my Aunt Donna's feed to us.
Yes.
And Dad usually comes in that way too from time to time.
Yeah. This is true. So very fun.
So I figure I'd announce somebody that will be helping me with my event. Now they have vetoed the idea of Fishaween. And I, believe it or not, I listened and I have to agree because our goal is to eventually make this event multiple places at multiple times. So we will be coming up with a new event name, but it is for sure a go the third week of October, 2024. But there's actually a couple of gentlemen that plan to help me. That is Mr. Jason with Redfish Bluefish and then Bentley Pasco himself are going to help me. So
Hmm.
they want to be a part of it. We want to make this the best event ever.
So, Whips World. Hey, 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 hey. Serious question. I've had a green Texas on its side for about 2 or 3 weeks. He's not dying. He's not getting better. What the hell would you do with this guy?
Now, I'm not the best guy to do that with, Whip, because I'll tell you what I do. They go down in my special needs tank. All my poor souls that have had problems or have issues. I've got a paraplegic paratilapia bleaker eye down there. I've got an Oscar with her face ripped off. And then there's some other normal fish. I got what is that, a 17-year-old? He's 17 now. He might even be 18. How long have I had that silver dollar that was 15 when we got him?
A lot longer than that. So I'd say he's about getting pretty close to 20.
Yeah. That's blind and swims in a figure eight. And then I've got striped Raphaels down there. And then I've got
And
a
then
school of silver dollars down there to keep the other silver dollar so he doesn't feel stressed. Not that he can see them, but he can at least feel them and know that he's with his own kind.
and special needs can hand feeds
Every night.
every night so that he makes sure that he gets food.
But
And now he's got the little bullhead that eats from his hands.
yes, Benny the bullhead. I got him from a gentleman up north. Really cool guy. And he got him since he was this big. He guy's a diver or something, and they pulled up this thing and they found him in a cup holder or something, the little fish. So he took it home, threw him in the tank, and I got him now, and he's pretty good sized fish. I mean, he's
Yeah, we got this from a really good friend of Alex Williamson's.
yeah,
This guy.
yeah, because we're downsizing our fish room, but we went ahead and bought. We went ahead and went up there and got another 180 and a couple of 130 and a bunch of filters, because we're downsizing.
Yeah. Nathan Hovey says, Lisa, is he the lead in the band? Also, I'd love to know what he's saying. LOL. I can't understand a thing he's saying. I like it, but I don't know what it's about.
What, I got to play translator now?
What? You translate?
Well, I understand heavy metal.
At least you'll get something close to what it's supposed to be.
9 dead.
And George RB3 says, I'll help promote your event, Kenny.
9 dead. Videos of 9 dead. Well, this
Aqua Garden Zen says, love when my fish eat from my hand. Oh, this little guy, like when I go down there to like turn on the tank lights in the morning, he'll swim from one end of the tank into the other, and he follows me as I walk. He's begging for food. So Lisa says he plays lead guitar. I can't understand a word either. That's death metal for you.
I can talk the talk.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Lisa, I've been known to get in a pit. Trust me.
Estelle says, glad that 40K a year college paid off. Oh, goodness.
So did mine, Mike.
So Nathan Hovey says, cool. I'll definitely sub to them to help out and check out more after this live.
Mike says that pit was a Corey kid. That's awesome. Oh my God.
No.
The last pit I was in, Danny went to the event with us, and I could not believe this guy. We were on the. She was standing on the outside, out of the game, and this jerk came by and gave her one of these in the back of her. So I reverse grain, this happy kitty, and then I just come up and I got that elbow and I knocked him out on the middle of the pit.
That's true. So after that, I went to the tables and sat down and stayed there for the rest of the concert.
Well, it took a minute for them to get the poor lad out of the middle of the pit because they were stomping his gills in. But I didn't agree with that. You don't hit somebody, especially my wife. You don't hurt my Danny. Period.
Lady Diane says, Daniken, Stan just yelled down to the fish room, it must be Sunday.
Hi, Stan.
Hi, Stan. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's very funny.
Alexa, play Welcome to the Jungle.
Kenneth, stop it. Everybody's gonna know. Everybody, turn off your Alexa.
I mean, I've been doing to him for 4 years now. I'm sure by now everybody knows. Get their Alexa away from the YouTube.
I don't know what a D'Amica strike is. I don't have any idea. Diane, Lady Diane says, he says hello. That is so funny. Oh my gosh.
There you all can see Griffin dropped he is going live in 20. Well, actually 18 now.
Oh my gosh, is it that time already?
It always goes like this. We make it
Oh my
just goes
gosh.
super fast.
Cannot get over how fast this live stream goes some nights. Well, we've had so much going on. I mean, fish-wise and stuff. And I got to tell you, I am in love with the little baby Mallories because they're like this long. And they're super little, skinny little fish. They're so cute. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about, the Julidochromis Mallories. They're just super funny, super cute babies. And I think they've had multiple generations in there because I keep finding little ones.
We had to go through the fish room and get all convicts out of community tanks because the convicts destroyed not only my red devil female, my black devil female. They had the male almost dead. I got him in time, and it looks like he's going to pull out of it. But then the little jerks killed two of my Bricons. So I'm like, I'm over this. So we moved all of them out of the 300. And they were picking on Benny. That's where I draw the line. You don't pick on Benny.
And for those of you who don't know, Benny is the new little bullhead that we were talking about.
That comes and eats worms right out of my fingers. And lets me scratch his little head.
So Mike says that's when you get demonetized, muted, and a slap on the head for the wrong choice of music. Okay, good to know. Lisa says, hey, Kenny, go Eagles.
I am so over my Vikings right now, Lisa. All I can say is it's going great because this means we'll get a good draft pick next year, and hopefully we'll kick this bum to the curb and start our rebuilding. And because of all this, now Justin Jefferson wants out of Minnesota. So it's another Randy Moss all over again. We got a great receiver, and we're not going to be able to keep him. When we offered him to be the highest paid receiver in the league, and he turned us down. So that tells you he does not want to be a Viking anymore.
Lady Diana says, I was just trying to lurk. LOL. I know. Some nights you just want to be a lurker. That's what I've most often been in people's streams. I'll just go in.
But then you engaged with us, and the rest is history, Lisa. Or Lady Diane.
Lisa, I totally agree with you. I told Ken he should put the convicts in the backyard. And he's like, I've never been that kind of a fish keeper. I'm not going to start now.
They can't help they're a convict. They're just being convicts. What I screwed up is I was at the club, and I was the president at the time, and I felt bad for the guy that bapped him. It was his first bap. And nothing's more demoralizing when you bring fish to BAP to the club and nobody bids on them. I mean, it's horrible. But what I should have done is brought them while they were this big, home, fed them to the Brycons. Done is what I should have done. Because now I have 200 of them.
Stephen White. Hola, guys. Lady Diane says, well, if he wouldn't have said anything, maybe she would have just continued to lurk. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Craziness.
I cannot wait to get a shower.
Well, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my face, and it seems to be turning more and more red. I'm wondering if I got a little bit of a sunburn.
I would say you did, because you sat up in the front of the boat and never moved all day.
Well, I was letting the guests have my seat. My seat is in the back of the boat, opposite of Ken's side of the boat. That's my seat. Lisa and Jay says, well, freeze them and still feed them to the others. Mike says, uh-oh, now Gray's mad. He's asking why he didn't get to go on the boat. Because we had other company. So we had Jake and John. Oh, brother. Mike says, doesn't Uncle Ken love me? I don't think Gray's saying that at all.
I remember Grace. Now that's something that's been going on this week too. My grandkids now feel the need; they have to call Grandpa every day. So I get these cute little messages from them.
And they call and they talk to him. Hi, Papa. Oh, are you gonna play the one message?
Yes, I don't think playing the message. They can't see where they're at. They can't. So I think that's safe.
Yes.
So that's so darn cute. I think I'm going to play it.
Put it next to your microphone.
I will. I got to find the right message. I don't want the sexting that you do,
Whatever. Mexicali Fish Keeper. Hello, hello, hello. So Nathan says, as much as I like the convicts, I don't think I'll ever get males and females together again. But they both are amazing. They're a cool fish. I have no problem.
Mama. Hi, Papa. Hi, Puppy.
To replay this message.
That was the message.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Papa. Hi, Puppy.
She was saying hi to Shiva.
Yes. She said, hi, Grandma. Hi, Papa. Hi, Puppy. So cute. So darn cute. But she's learned voicemail now. And she's 2. So we get lots.
When she calls, she wants you to put the video on so she can see your face.
Donna says that's adorable.
And she doesn't understand when Grandpa's at work, we can't do this. But luckily, my coworkers at the moment tend to understand when it's my granddaughter, so they let me do it when I can. They're really just calling their dog.
No, she just includes Shiva in everything.
Poor Shiva is wore out. I mean, she is sprawled out right now on the. Look at that poor dog.
She's passed out on the floor.
She didn't even get up in the couch. She was too tired to even get up in the couch. Shiva. Shiva. She's breathing, so I know she's alive.
Mexicali Fish Keeper says, too bad grandkids grow up so quickly. I know.
Yeah, then they turn into mean kids.
Yep. Says, nice to work from home, Mike says. And then Mike's like, WTF, the house is clean? From your picture that you showed.
What's going on there, Austin? Good to see you, man. Oh, I've been getting hit pretty good this year, Austin. I don't expect big results from this year's fantasy.
Lady Diane says, that was so cute.
Oh, yes, we love her.
It really is. It's fun to be able to share those cute little moments with you guys. You know, I know sometimes we talk about all kinds of things, not just fish, but it's kind of what we're known for.
But we will answer fish questions if you were to ask
Yes.
them. We do know a thing or two about fish as well. But this is our chance to engage with our community. That's what we love, and that's what we've always made it. So never know where the stream's going to end up, but this is what we truly look forward to every Sunday, is to hang out with you guys.
Yep, that is very true. Ooh, Nathan Hovey says, whips. I had one that is such dark colors with some blue mixed in. He was a great fish. That sounds pretty. And Mike says, I'll tell you what I'm starting to feel, the having a kid at 45.
Heck, Mike, at 45, I think most of mine were gone.
Ken became a grandpa at 36.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I'll be a great granddad before 60.
I don't know. Nobody's having any kids. You know, Shayla's 18 or 19. That's good. Give her a few more years. We'll see. So Dragon Lair says, Sunday nights always puts a smile on my face. Sometimes it makes my face hurt from laughing. That happens to me so many times. Oh my goodness.
Mexicali says, Kenny must be Mexican.
Why?
I have no idea. Well, I got... Hey, you, I'm right in the middle of my live stream.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's hooking up to the boat still. I'm... I got to figure out why it does that. And why would it hook up to the boat thing when it's off?
Not turned off, obviously.
It has to be. I got the key in my pocket.
That doesn't mean that it's off because it's battery operated, honey. Just because the boat's off doesn't mean your fish finder's off. And the radio.
Mike's sitting here still complaining about us with the fish. You already saw how this works. If you want to see them, you have to come to a stream to see them. That's the only way it works.
Leo 209 Aquatics, thank you for the super chat. Says, I just got my Cross River puffer 2 days ago. I love it. Such a cool puffer.
Nice.
Now need to find a source for crayfish. LOL. He likes his food kicking.
Mm-hmm. Well, congrats on that. I hope you have some videos coming down. Mike says, yeah, and I was the only one to produce a male child. Then why does he look like a girl? So really, Mike, you wanted another daughter, but I understand. It's cool.
Mike says, I didn't even have my first child until I was 35. And Donna says, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Nathan says, I'm a freaking grandpa already at 43. My oldest son's wife just had a baby not too long ago. Unfortunately, we don't speak at the moment. That's sad.
We've went through that with a couple of our kids, Nathan. We fully understand that.
Dragon Lair, need those self-cloning crayfish.
Unfortunately, almost all the Western states, they're highly illegal.
Kind of. Unless you call the Department of Fish and Wildlife and they're like, no, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Leo live?
Cali.
Oh. Might want to make a trip to Oregon. That's all I can say. And it says Dragon Lair, they are illegal here. Yep, they sure are.
Yep.
So, anyway, Kenny, you got 3 minutes.
We really don't know a place where you can get crayfish. They're highly illegal here.
Leo says, look at Kenny's face. Priceless. And then Leo's like, road trip.
Road trip.
Oh. But yeah. Puffers do like him. And then Mike's like, they're illegal?
In Oregon and Washington now. And I'm pretty sure Cali's illegal now. It's all these Western states. But I can see why, again, guys, and this is where I always get on preaching this. If you're new to the hobby and you cannot keep your fish or whatever else you're keeping, take it to a pet store. Run an ad. Take it to your local aquarium society. Do not release them into the wild. That is what's causing everybody grief.
Lady Diane says, louder for the kids in the back.
What?
Hey. Ow. So Dragon Lair says, Leo, I'll look in my tub and see if I have any left. I haven't seen them in 2 years. There's so much frog bit on the surface, I can't see the bottom.
So, guys, we're going to be heading over to Griff's here in 1 minute. We'll go hashtag. What's hashtagging tonight, honey? I always have to do it. What do you want it to be?
Crayfish.
Oh, my God. Hashtag crayfish. Want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out tonight and hanging with us. Want to thank all my super chatters and my members. You guys keep us funded. Can't tell you how much we appreciate you. All my moderators, you guys keep us safe. And then, of course, the lurkers and replay crew, you guys are amazing. But most importantly, I thank all of you that have sat here for an hour putting up with these shenanigans. Love you all. As always, love your fish. It's going to be Kenny E and my lovely wife Danny saying goodbye for another Sunday. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. And to my members, I've been trying really hard to make sure I've been giving you member streams. Sometimes it's from a boat, may not be fishy, but I do make sure that's at 9 a.m. in the morning on Sundays, our time, high noon Eastern. Anyway, guys, as always, love your fish. We'll see you again real soon. Have a great Sunday. Everybody have a great work week. Later.